Hi there. Welcome back to the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. We just left off with a new testimony from Ringo and Nash here, which, well, puts a whole different series of events than what we've been led to believe, which is interesting. I'm curious to see if they're actually telling the truth this time, or if there's going to be some more inconsistencies to uncover. But let's see.
Hold it!
When you say geezer, I presume you mean the victim and proprietor of the shop, Mr. Winterbank. Who else? Sorry, I mean, that's right. We was keeping a close eye on the entrance to the gap, obviously. But we never thought no one was going to come out the back room like that. The back room being the pawnbrokery storeroom. Yeah, that must be where he popped up from. Only place he could have been. So it would seem the victim was already in the storeroom when these brothers entered the premises. Which means Jenny must have been in there at that point as well. Yeah, I was wondering about that. Like, yeah, where does Jenny fit into this telling of events? Since they don't mention seeing her. But that doesn't make sense, does it? If Gina had threatened Mr. Winterbank into the storeroom with her at gunpoint, then why would he have emerged from the same room all alone when the brothers arrived? Yeah, see, that doesn't exactly make sense. Oh, I don't know. Did you see the accused at the time? What? That Maltula? Couldn't tell ya. No way, Cobber! We had bigger fish to fry then. I mean, the old geezer just lost it. Yeah, give me that gun, he bellowed, and then he flew at us like he was possessed. I thought we had it.
Hold it!
I mean, it doesn't really sound like something Mr. Winterbank would do in the first place, but it also doesn't quite really make sense in regards to what we already know. You mentioned that Mr. Winterbank shouted those words in your previous testimony too. However, you claim that you heard him yelling them on the other side of the storeroom door. Oh, did we? But the truth is that he was shouting those words at you, wasn't he? Well, yeah. Was the victim Mr. Winterbank wielding a gun at the time? Oh, was he ever? Hey, blimey lobby. A great ugly barrel he had, pointing straight at me frontispiece. So what you're saying is, you definitely saw Mr. Winterbank with the gun at that time. Is that right? It is, Gov, it is. Spot on. And then all of a sudden, it came at us, he did. It was bedlam. I didn't know who was going for who. You were clearly all going for each other. Like Nash said, we thought we'd had it. I mean... For an old geezer, he was strong as an ox. He chucked me over the counter. Yeah, man, get fucking yeeted. Yes, I noticed that you mentioned the counter in your previous testimony too. Well, yeah, of course we did. He knocked over a load of books, a candlestick, and some skull whatnot. And I got tangled in some marionette, what knocked over a picture frame, what knocked some scales on the floor. So in fact, it wasn't the sound of the gunshot that shocked you and made you knock those things off the counter. Well, Big Brub here went flying over the counter like gunshot, I can tell ya. Then the old geezer pinned him. He did, Nash, he did. But you hadn't have been there. The blow would have flattened me like a... like a bloomin' pancake in seconds. At the time in question, The alarm was raised at the local police station via a secret cable from the pawnbrokery. There is a button underneath the counter used to activate it, which was presumably pressed by the victim. That's right. When the brothers fled the scene and back onto the street, they ran straight into the arriving police, didn't they? Now, oh, poor Mr. Winterbank. He did everything he could to protect his shop. I pulled my gun on him and then he legged it through that door into the back room. Again, this is weird. Like, if he had a gun, why would he go back to the storeroom where Gina was?
Hold it!
Presumably. What are you intending to shoot, Mr. Winterbank? No. Never. I was just, you know. Yeah, looking out for me bruv, weren't I? He was being flattered, don't forget. By a man whose shop was being burgled, yes. And then the man fled into the storeroom when you pointed your gun at him, is that it? Yeah, that's it. He shot me away, then ran off through that door and shot himself in. There's something about that last remark. Something that doesn't quite ring true. Yeah, again, why would he want to lock himself in the room with Gina, the person who had the gun originally, apparently, and, you know, had gotten him, you know, coerced him to open the door. To the storeroom, I mean. I wonder why Mr. Winterbank ran away into the storeroom. What? Well, according to what everyone's saying, Jenny was in there waiting for him, with a gun. Ah, yes, that's right. Gina allegedly used Mr. Winterbank's gun to threaten him and force him to open the storeroom door. In which case, how did the gun end up in Mr. Winterbank's hands again? I have no idea. But that is strange, isn't it? Strange, isn't it? This little inconsistency could be significant. I should make a mental note of it. Look, the point is, me and me brother here. That's right, Ash, that's right. Me and me brother here. We never had nothing to do with killing him. That's all what happened, I swear. You say you had nothing to do with it. I had nothing at all. At all. Nothing, Gov, nothing. The old geezer went and shut himself in the back room, did he? Locked it was, from the inside. We know it was, because we tried to open it. But it's a decent door, that one. The good and strong. I wouldn't budge an inch. So in the end, the situation remains unchanged. Inside the storeroom with the pawnbroker there was only one other person. The sole person who could possibly have shot the victim, the accused, Miss Gina Lestrade. It would indeed appear so. What say you to that, Counsel? I don't know. Was there anyone else apart from Gina who could have possibly shot Mr. Winterbank? I mean, I don't really know. It doesn't seem like it at the moment. Because, like, again, we have their gun, right? There's only one shot fired, and we know that they shot Holmes, or Sholmes, I mean, sorry. So, like, realistically, you know, who could it have been? I don't know. I'm gonna have to come back to this one, maybe. He's right. Gina's the only one. There was no one else in the room. With an attitude like that, Bruno, it really will be all over. Now a 10-year-old is reading the expression on my face. Well, you just don't have that many. Wide-eyed, sweating, smug, and happy. That's about it. Okay, so we know I've definitely seen his wide-eyed, his sweating, and happy. I'm not sure if I've seen what if I know what his smug looks like. Surely there's more than that, isn't there? Anyway, I think you might want to consider some other possibilities here. Or rather, I think you have to. Otherwise, we won't get anywhere. Or rather, you won't get anywhere. I'm just here for more support, remember? Yeah, fucking... really fucking rub that in, don't you? And it's at times like this that I really appreciate it the most. Since all these brothers are willing to reveal this time, is it? They're still hiding something, don't you think? Yes, I'm sure of it. And not just a minor detail either. It was almost certainly because of those two that poor Mr. Winterbank, well, you can't let them get away with it, Runo. I know. But I get the feeling that there's even less evidence at my disposal this time to prove that they did it. How we've come so far, and got so far. In the end, it didn't even matter. Now it's time to finish them off. Well, I'll do my best. No fucking promises, Jesus. Again, though, I don't see how they could have done it. These two, I mean. Because, like, again...
Hold it!
Oh, fuck. I didn't mean to press them again here. No, yeah, okay. I was trying to look at the profiles again. But yeah, my point is, we had their gun, and they only fired the one round, so... I don't see how they could have done it. But, I don't know. Clearly the game is trying to, you know, saying that apparently they did have something to do with it, so... I guess we'll go back to this. Yeah. Only one could have shot him. I mean, there could have been, maybe. I guess. Mr. and Mr. Skulkin. Eh? What? What's that look for? The moment you admitted that you'd encountered the victim face-to-face that night, the course of this trial changed completely. It did? What is your point, my learned friend? The question we must answer is who could have shot Mr. Winterbank? And it is the belief of the defense that the defendant is not the only possible answer at all. You have my attention. In that case, let us return to the plan of the premises. The victim was killed in the storeroom, which was locked from the inside. Those are the facts. So pray, what other possible answer to the question of who shot the man could there be? Counsel, you must now provide answers to the court in respect of two conundrums. Two? My lord? Twice as many chances to be right, maybe? Indeed. Namely, from what location did the culprit shoot the victim? And furthermore, where was the victim at the time? Baba. Okay. I feel like you're asking a little bit much of me with what we have at our disposal. Understood, my lord. Are you alright, Runo? I mean, I've been better. I'm not entirely sure, but there's one thing I am sure about. If I can prove that there's a credible new alternative to what happened, it would change Gina's prospects hugely. So now, time for some clarity. Show the court on this plan the answers to the questions posed by his lordship. If you believe someone else could have killed the victim, indicate from where that person could have fired the gun. Okay, you know, I don't know, man. I didn't really think I would get this far, TBH. Because it doesn't quite add up, you know? Like, the only alternative I'm thinking is that, like, that Window Ink was shot outside, you know, in this area, and then was dragged here. But how would they have locked the door from the inside? Without locking themselves in, you know? Like, how would that have worked? Okay, the first question is asking, if I believe someone else could have killed the victim, indicate from where that person could have fired the gun. Maybe like the peephole? You know, like, you know, the door hole in this door, maybe? Or maybe just through these like through the window? Maybe? I don't know, bro. Jeez, I don't got all the chances in the world to fuck this up. I'm gonna try this area maybe first. Wait, no, well, that was dumb. Oh god, no, that's bad. That made it look like they were inside the door, or like. Okay, well, I don't know. I'm gonna run with it. The defense believes that the culprit could have shot the victim from this location here. And in answer to the second question, assuming the culprit fired from the location indicated, where was the victim at the time? The storeroom, perhaps? You know, they were in the storeroom and they got shot, perhaps?
Take that!
Hereabouts? Maybe? Maybe?
Objection!
Fuck. What your answers in fact show is that your own position is absurd as those you have indicated on the plan. What are you saying? What I'd like to say, Counsel, is that your answers are clearly flawed. Oh, wow. I knew it. It's twice as many chances to be wrong. So the questions are, from where did the culprit shoot the victim, and where was the victim at the time? Also, Iris, you're a fucking genius. Can't you, like, I don't know, do some deductions and shit? You know, fucking go to the palace in your mind and, like, solve the crime? I mean, if Herlock were here, that's what he would do, you know? Well, I don't see why we can't show that someone other than Ginny could have done it in the storeroom, do you? Wait, what? I don't see why we can't show that someone other than Ginny in bed. Someone other than Ginny could have done it in the storeroom, do you? What do you mean? Again, that was locked from the inside. If it was locked from the inside, they would have locked themselves in. What? What's the best move here? Should I try again, or gather more information first? Bro, I don't fucking know, man. I'm running on the seat of my pants here. My lord, I would like to consider the situation a little more before giving my answers again. Consider the situation as much as you like. The answers do not exist. Very well. I'll call right here for the witnesses again while you deliberate, Counsel. Yeah, maybe I'm supposed to, like... no. Like, maybe I need to get a little more... present something in their testimony, and that will give me a little more information to work with. I'm guessing. Because, again, I don't know. Like, with how we understand the situation as it is, it don't add up. I don't know. Okay, we each sighed relief when the geezer showed his mug. Wait. What the fuck is a gaff? And why would you keep a sigh of relief when he showed his face? I mean, I feel like that's not really relevant, but I'm still curious, you know? Man... Okay, well, I don't think that's the relevant statement. Give me that gun, he bellowed, and then he flew at us like he was possessed. Thought we had it. For an old geezer, the bloke was strong as an ox. He fucking yeeted me over the counter. I pulled my gun on him, and then he legged it through that door to the back room. He doesn't... Fuck, man. Again, I don't know. Like, I heard people say... Man, people say this game was easy, but... I don't know about that one, pal. Huh. I pulled my gun on him. Does that really make sense? I tell you, man, I'm really trying to fucking, you know, do some big brain shit here, but nothing is exactly coming to mind in terms of the evidence we have and what they're telling us.
Hold it!
Oh no! Okay, well let's see. Yeah. Well, okay, with a gun. Again, I don't know if if they want me to try and get more information, or like that I'm supposed to present something here and then, you know, tell them where it could have happened, or if I just need to figure that out now. And I'm just wasting my time here? I couldn't tell you. Okay, let me try and present something. Okay, so we have this photograph.
Objection!
Maybe? No. That's... Okay. Yeah. Okay, cool. Perplexing indeed. Oh, no. Son of a gun. Why would he say, give me that gun? Okay, so he said, give me that gun to you. And then you pulled your gun on him from there. That doesn't really add up. Like, why would it tell you to give me your gun? If... Maybe I present it here? Wait.
Objection!
Yeah. Okay. Bad. Yeah, fucking own us. Yeah. Okay, I get it. We said some stupid shit. Okay, well, geez, maybe I need to fucking save, before I go do something, before I completely fuck myself. Also, boy, I'm glad for autosave, because I forgot to save last time, so we would have been in a bit of a pickle.
Hold it!
Okay, let me try and press this again. I tried to go inside, the door was locked. Yeah, there totally could have been, man. I know him. It was me. I shot Windabank. Guys. Okay, yeah. We gotta prove when and where they might have been, maybe. Okay. I'm just going with my other thought that I had, maybe, like, you know, someone shot him, like, through the windows, maybe? Wait, his windows weren't broken. I remember them saying that. Didn't they say that when we were in the investigation phase? Like, the windows hadn't been, like, broken through? Like, thanks to gunshot or what have you? Okay, so maybe they were already inside. I thought, wait, maybe we were thinking this? Like, maybe we're supposed to say that it was just the Skulkin brothers who did it, because they saw the victim, apparently, and they were inside with the victim, so it could have just easily been them, you know?
Take that!
Okay, fine. Maybe this is simpler than I thought it was.
Take that!
Yeah, Hereabouts.
Objection!
Motherfucking Van Zykes, you piece of shit. I'll fuck your dog. Fuck you, motherfucker. Goddamn bullshit. Yeah. Okay. We fucking bungled the badoobly-dop. Yeah. Okay. Thankfully, I can just fucking... I have save states and shit. I can fucking... Ugh. Do we really need to go through the whole kit and caboodle? Come the fuck on. I'll just load my save, okay? Jeez. Oh wow, so I auto saved here apparently. Okay, sick. Legit. I love it. I got 3 strikes. I'll fucking do it. I don't give a fuck. Well, you appear to be a glutton for punishment. So now, okay, yeah. Okay, so I heard said something about proving that it actually happened in the storeroom, right? So but where though? Literally where? There's no other doors or windows or anything in the storeroom. Like, it's a one-way fucking street.
Take that!
The defense believes... Okay, yeah, okay. Let's say here. What about here?
Take that!
How's that? How does that strike your fucking nerve?
Objection!
God! Ugh. You're really breaking my balls here, fucking Van Zykes. Wait. Sorry, what? So the questions are, from where did the culprit shoot the victim and where was the victim at the time? Well, you had to at least shoot the place outside the storeroom, don't you? Oh. I mean, if you're saying that someone shot Mr. Windabank from inside the storeroom, they'll just say it was Ginny. Well, yeah, duh. What the fuck? Yeah, didn't you say something? Didn't you say the opposite before, though? You fool? Wait, yeah, you said right here. I don't see why we can't show that someone other than Ginny could have done it in the storeroom, don't you? Or do you? You said you can't. Why can't we show that someone could have done it in the storeroom? And now you're saying fucking... I had to choose a place outside the storeroom? But what the fuck do you want from me? You're right. What's the best move here? Should I try again? Yeah, fucking... There's only so many places it can be, right? If I randomly place dots on the map, I'll find the truth eventually. Okay, so from outside the storeroom, we'll say...
Take that!
Here. And for the victim, we'll say here, because he shot him through the door.
That!
That's totally what happened. Oh. Okay. I guess that is what happened. In fact, if I just moved... My initial conjecture was actually right, and I just didn't stick the... I guess I didn't stick the culprit in the right place because I stuck him, like, right in the middle of the door, you know? If I just pushed him a little to the right, you know, it would have been fine. And we could have saved ourselves some time. Ain't that about a bitch? The culprit shot the victim from outside the storeroom. Continue. Proceed. Mr. Winterbank died instantly from a bullet wound in his back. Looking at the stain of blood on the storeroom floor, it doesn't appear that the body was moved after death. Oh yeah, I guess that's fair. Which tells us that he was almost certainly shot while he was in the storeroom. However, the crucial point is, where was the shooter when the fatal bullet was fired? So you are adamant that the shot was fired from outside the storeroom? Well, according to the Skulkin brothers' earlier testimony, I pulled my gun on him, and then he legged it through that door into the back room. If Mr. Wenderbank ran away through the door, we have to assume that the door was open at the time. Ah, yeah, I guess. Oh, wait. It was precisely that moment, when the victim was fleeing for his life, that these brothers had the perfect opportunity to shoot the man in the back once he was inside the storeroom. I mean, I guess, but again, I thought we looked at their gun. There's only one shot. What? Yeah, only the one bullet. And we know that it was used on Herlock. Come to think of it, do you remember what the prosecutor said at the start of the trial? No, not really. It's been a few days, man. Moving on to the finding of Scotland Yard's coroner. His report states that the bullet entered the body on a rising diagonal trajectory. It means the victim was likely shot by someone significantly shorter in height than himself. Oh, hey! Hey, we know someone who's significantly shorter than the victim. Poor man. Shot while he was running as fast as he could to safety. Ah, of course. He would have been leaning forward as he was running away. So even if the bullet was fired horizontally, it would still have entered his body on an upward trajectory. Oh, okay, I thought they were saying, oh, it had to have been Ringo who shot him because he's, like, really short. Ha! So the culprit isn't necessarily someone shorter than Mr. Winterbank.
Objection!
I guess so. I'm sure my learned friend can't have forgotten that the storeroom door was found closed and locked from the inside. You claim the victim was shot as he fled into the room. Do you also claim his corpse was dexterous enough to turn the key in the lock? Ah, but what if someone else locked the door? Yes, there was someone else who could have locked the storeroom door. Is that so? Very well then, counsel. Present your hypothesis to the court. In scenario just described, the defense's assertion is that the victim was shot from outside the storeroom. In which case, who shut and locked the storeroom door from the inside? Gina? Gina locked him in the inside? For some reason? What the fuck, Gina? Obviously, the person who locked the door was the only other person inside the storeroom at the time. The defendant, Miss Gina Lestrade.
Objection!
Why the fuck would you do that, though? I don't understand. Why would you lock yourself in with a dead body? Gina, what's up with you, girl? I want to get in those DMs, but not for anything sexual. I just want to understand why you do the things that you do. That's absurd. You're suggesting that the accused deliberately engineered the sealed room? For what possible reason? Such actions would only serve to tighten the noose around her neck. I am inclined to agree, I must say. Well, counsel? Hell, I'm inclined to agree, and I am the counsel. Ah, yes, that's a tricky one, that, isn't it? Half-baked notions have no place in my courtroom, counsel. Remember that, please. But of course Ginny would have locked the door. It almost goes without saying, doesn't it? It does? Well, if I was Ginny in that situation, I know I would have locked the door as quickly as I could. I mean, those two burglars had just fired a gun in her direction, hadn't they? Oh yeah, I guess that's true. Oh my god, it sounds like someone's doing yard work in the back. I hope it's not too visible, or too audible on the mic. Oh yes, obviously. Duh, why didn't I think of that? Me? Obviously. Wouldn't have considered that. Before the two brothers arrived, Miss Lestrade and Mr. Winterbank were in the storeroom together. Now, I don't know what went on between them at that time, but at some point, Mr. Winterbank must have heard the intruders breaking into his shop and left the storeroom. Intruders, eh? That's us, bruv. If your theory is correct, that would leave the accused alone in the storeroom. Yes, it would. Then, probably only moments later, the victim fled back to the storeroom door, hoping to escape danger. Ba-bang. Hit in the back by the bullet, Mr. Winterbank fell to the floor where he was, just inside the storeroom. And what we have to ask ourselves now is, what would the defendant have done in that moment? I see where you're going with this. Outside the storeroom was a terrifying killer who had just murdered Mr. Winterbank. But again, I keep harping it, but the gun, there's only one round fired from the gun. The gun that they had, that shot Sholmes. Okay, they better explain that at some point, because I feel like I'm, like, dumb, because I'm the only one who apparently is noticing this. As soon as that thought struck Miss Lestrade, she slammed the door shut and locked it, in order to save her own life.
Hold it!
Hold it? Oh hey, look at that, they get unique voice clips. Ain't that some? I mean, I guess a lot of characters do now. That's pretty cool. But I ain't. I mean, we ain't the ones who done it. We ain't, Gov. We ain't. You gotta believe us. I mean, come on. We never shoot no one. Bro, you fucking shot Sholmes. That's blatantly untrue. I know for a fact that you would. Because before my own eyes, you shot Mr. Herlock Sholmes. Oh yeah, sorry about that. There's only one logical conclusion here. Mr. and Mr. Skulkin, you brothers had every opportunity to have been the true perpetrators of Mr. Winterbank's murder. Now, I wanted to fall off his dumb box. Where does this leave us? You mean to say it wasn't the pickpocket who shot the pawnbroker after all? I should have known it was his three brothers. They look as shady as a dense forest. Also, it's fucking three brothers. That was amazing, Bruno! All the members of the jury seem to be firmly on your side now. I know! First time ever! Except for the last time. And probably the last. Well, I think you've done it. Surely they'll have to give a verdict of not... An admirable effort, my learned friend. Okay, see, is Ben Zykes gonna have to be the one to point out that their gun only had the one bullet missing? I hope not. I don't even like that guy. Hey, what's this now? He's laughing. You find the situation amusing, Lord Van Dykes. I myself find the prince's arguments most persuasive. Yeah, it's been a while since you had something to drink, man. Better cool those nerves. I dare say. Such chicanery is the bread and butter of the street performers in your provincial eastern nation. But such blatantly malicious conjuring tricks amount to nothing more than inexcusable pettifoggery here. What? You accuse me of pettifoggery? I never even touched... Well, you know... The hypothesis you put forward so ostensibly credibly cannot and will not stand. Because you see, it contains a fatal flaw. A fatal flaw? Do you mean to tell me that you're unaware of your logic's failing? I say, Lord Van Dykes, might be an idea to explain this panic conjuring trick or whatever it is to the troops on the ground, The fatal flaw in my learned friend's argument is really very simple to understand. Assuming you're not too dim-witted to count bullets. By George, count bullets? Oh dear. Okay, so I guess he is going to be the one to point it out. He noticed then. Bro, are you telling me you noticed, Iris, and you were going to tell me? You were just going to let me fucking run off at the mouth and get made a fool of in court? Huh? What's everyone talking about? Yeah, the thing I noticed like an hour ago. About the gun and the bullets and shit. Counsel! Yes, sir. Don't tease me, okay? I'm just a little boy. Tell the court how many bullets were found at the scene of the crime. 2, sir. 2 bullets. Correct. The first, that which hits the victim in the back, ending his life. And the second, that which struck the detective, Mr. Herlock Sholmes, on his arrival at the scene. Indeed. The effect presented a picture showing the damage caused by the second bullet early in the proceedings. Yeah, that's when it hit the calendar. The bullet which entered Mr. Sholmes appears to have passed through his body to strike the calendar. Okay, that's good. You know that's a good thing. I'm glad the bullet didn't stick in his body because that could have ended badly. Your lordship's understanding is correct. Furthermore, we know there are 2 firearms involved in the incident. The revolver belonged to the victim, Mr. Winterbank, and the Skulkin brothers' revolver. The evidence shows that a single bullet was fired from each gun. Yes, indeed it does. A single bullet from each. Now then, my learned friend. Yes, sir. You yourself told the court only moments ago that these 2 brothers shot Mr. Herlock Sholmes right before your eyes. Yes, I did, in fact. Oh my goodness, I think you'll find that if the single bullet that was fired from the brothers' guns hit Mr. Sholmes, it means... Winterbank not shot by same gun! Stop! Only 1 bullet! Stop! Yeah, that thing I realized like 45 minutes ago. It turned out to be a problem. and that's why I didn't even want to, like, pursue this path of logic initially. But oh well.
Exactly. Yes, this Nippony street performer presented an ostensibly credible argument. However, it was never anything more than a diversionary trick with no hope of standing up to scrutiny.
Ugh. Oh, wow, 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 wow.
Order! Order! Order!
Ow.
Pray forgive the discourtesy for flinging the dregs of this hallowed nectar into the public gallery.
Lord Van Sykes.
But this court needs to open its eyes. The accused, Miss Gina Lestrade, is no ordinary little girl. Despite her young years, she can, regrettably, no longer be described as a juvenile. No, the person in the dock is far from a law-abiding citizen. She has a past riddled with criminal conduct. The truth is, the accused broke into the pawnbrokery on the night in question with loathsome intent. As we can see beyond doubt in this print, which depicts her threatening the victim with the murder weapon. And I have here in my possession one more piece of evidence the prosecution wishes to present.
That disc. I'll be taking out whatever it is, McGilda. It's down to the yard, thank you very much. No, don't give it to him. It's mine, that is. Mine. I'm sorry, miss, but anything belonging to McGilda, it has to be taken into evidence now. Yes, that music box disc. McGilda's music box disc.
The very day before the hateful murder of Mr. Winterbank, the accused attempted to make off with this article, which clearly doesn't belong to her. And with none of the subtlety of a pickpocket, I might add, but by brute force and brazen impudence.
Good gracious!
Make no mistake, any sympathy for the accused on account of her years is misguided and dangerous. There are no depths to which this girl would not stoop if pushed, no crime she would not commit. The court forgets that fact at its peril.
Okay, geez, man, you actually make a pretty compelling argument. Are we sure Gina didn't do it?
I see. I think it'd be prudent to take this music box disc into evidence, counsel, as a grim testament to the defendant's character.
Who the fuck was that? Oh. That was you, Gregson? I guess that's what you sound like.
Lord Van Sykes,
Inspector Gregson? What?
Yes, Inspector.
We had a meeting yesterday at the yard with the, prosecution service, and, I think it was great that disc wouldn't be used as evidence. What's this all about? Why is the inspector acting strangely? That's the first time he said anything to Van Sykes at all.
I am unaware of any such meeting.
But those were the instructions right from the top. The government bigwigs were insistent.
Inspector, I am the prosecutor, and I alone determine how to present my case. Your warning is noted. Thank you. The prosecution wishes to proceed with submitting this desk as evidence, my lord.
Indeed, bailiff. Oh, that was weird. That fucking music box disc sure seems to be a pivotal piece of something.
The prosecution has established the accused's motive, opportunity, and baseness of character.
Yeah, she is pretty based, I guess.
There's nothing more to add. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I await your informed decisions and rest my case.
I don't believe it. I had a jury on my side for once. For all of 5 minutes. More like 20 seconds, really. Oh, dear. It wasn't even for 5 minutes, Bruno. My lord. What if I might say something at this point? Proceed, Mr. Foreman. Been somewhat about a bit of fog up to now, if truth be told, but all of a sudden... the answer's very obvious to me and my men. There's only one thing for it. Oh no. Very well. The court will hear from the jury. Ladies and gentlemen, you will present your leanings as to the defendant's culpability.
Guilty.
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 Guilty. Okay, I'll give that one to you, Van Zeeks. You made a pretty decent argument for once. But also bad for us. We have a consensus among the jury, it seems.
When you have eliminated the impossible, whatever remains must be the truth.
That's my line. I wrote that. For Hurley. Ah, how dare he use it against us? Don't worry, Iris. I don't think we're finished yet. There's still more to this case than we realize. There must be, because there's one thing that I'm absolutely certain of. Gina didn't shoot Mr. Windibank. That's beyond any doubt. Very well. We will proceed with the second summation examination of the day. Mr. Foreman, are you and the other jurors ready? Garrett Squadron is primed for action, sir. Very good. So, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, we will each explain on what grounds we have now determined the defendants were guilty. Let's see. Once a rogue, always a rogue, I say. Different breed to us law-abiding citizens. As only 2 bullets were found at the scene, I would say the whole case is done and dusted. You don't need a stereoscope to see the truth here. Every which way you look at it, it was that pickpocket. I never imagined that simple operation would cause me such grief. The accused had attempted a theft from the previous day. I can see I'm in for a busy day ahead.
I am ballistics expert. I have seen many shootings. There is nothing I do not know about guns.
Oh, is that so? That doesn't really apply to the case, I don't think.
It would seem there's little remaining room for doubt.
I have to admit, I was rather bowled over by the argument put forward by the chap in black. But when that fell apart like a house of cards, I saw that I'd jolly well been hoodwinked. Well, no more. Whole courtroom is turning against me. It's not fair. Iris? That prosecutor's being mean. He's a big meanie. A big pee-pee poo-poo meanie pants. I mean, I guess that's also true. Just because Ginny's done some things she shouldn't have done in the past, that doesn't make her a murderer.
Allow me to savor this fruity vintage while I savor the spectacle of your fruitless debate on the matter. Here's to the truth coming out. Eventually.
To the preamble, counsel, proceed with the summation examination. Yeah, fucking slap yourself in the face, you motherfucker. Yes, my lord. All right. Well, I guess our streak of having a certain not too long episodes kind of ended, but I mean, what can I say? That whole deal with the victim and where he was shot and who could have shot him, that whole business had me knackered, if I may use a bit of British slang. So now that we're on to the next part, summation examination, I feel like we can leave things off for here right now. Again, I still feel like, man, I guess there's one. Sometimes there's in these games, you pick up on something that doesn't come up for a while, and you're just waiting, bro, what, it's gonna come eventually. And that was me with the bullets and the gun. Again, it didn't seem like it was possible that. I mean, obviously the Culkin brothers couldn't have done it because, the gun, the bullets. I mean, it was right there, but again, it was just one of the things where we had to get to a certain point, and we had to get fucking put in our place by Van Zykes, I guess. But anyway, that's just a minor observation. Next time we will begin the summation examination proper and go from there. But until then,